Today, we are diving deep into what might just be the most talked about phone of the year, the Samsung Galaxy S26. It has made a huge splash, and seriously, a lot of people are already pegging it as a major contender for phone of the year.
And you know, it's pretty easy to see why. There's this one phrase that's been going around that just sums it all up, and it translates to Samsung is back with force. And they've done it by really focusing on three areas that matter most to all of us: artificial intelligence, raw performance, and of course, the camera.
But that all leads us to the big question, right? Is all this hype, all these features, enough to actually make it the best phone of 2026? Well, let's break it all down and see if we can find an answer.
Okay, let's start with the very first thing you notice when you pick up a new phone: the design and the screen. You know, that initial look and feel is so important, and it's pretty clear Samsung paid a ton of attention to it this time around.
So, the design upgrades this year are, well, they're subtle, but they make a huge difference. The bezels are way thinner, which pushes that beautiful screen right to the edge for a totally immersive view. It's also built with these really premium materials and stronger glass, so it has this luxurious but still super durable feel in your hand. And honestly, it's surprisingly light and perfectly balanced.
And the screen itself? Oh, it is just a brilliant, high-res AMOLED display. The colors are so incredibly vivid, they practically pop off the screen. And the brightness is just on another level. You can see everything perfectly, even if you're standing in direct sunlight. Plus, that high refresh rate makes everything from just scrolling through your feed to playing intense games feel buttery smooth.
Samsung also threw in this really clever new feature they're calling a privacy display. So here's how it works. If you're looking at your phone head-on, everything's crystal clear for you, but for anyone trying to sneak a peek from the side, the screen just looks dark. It's an absolutely fantastic feature if you ever use your phone on a train, in a busy cafe, or pretty much any public space.
So it definitely looks and feels great, but what about the power inside? Let's pop the hood and take a look at its performance and, of course, the battery life.
The Galaxy S26 is running on a brand new, extremely powerful processor. Now, what does that actually mean for you day to day? Well, it means your apps are going to open instantly. It means even the most graphically demanding games are going to run without a single stutter. Simply put, this thing is all about speed and a super fluid experience.
But here's the cool part. It's not just about raw power, it's about smart power. The phone uses this onboard artificial intelligence that's constantly learning how you use your device. You know, like which apps you open most often or when you usually charge it. And based on your habits, it's working in the background, actively optimizing your battery life and boosting performance right when you need it. It really makes the phone feel like it's tailored just for you. And the result of all that smart power? Yeah, it's fantastic battery performance. As you can see, it pretty much checks all the boxes. You're going to get all-day battery life, no problem. And when you do need to plug in, the charging is incredibly fast. Plus, you've got flexible options like wireless and even reverse charging, so you're basically covered in any situation.
All right, let's talk about something Samsung is famous for: the camera system. This is one area where they always aim to be the leader. And believe me, the S26 is no exception.
You know, there's this saying that, translated, basically means, here, Samsung always innovates. And that has never been more true than when you're talking about their cameras. They've built this massive reputation for pushing the limits of what a phone camera can do, and this year, they've done it again.
So, what's new? Well, first off, there's a huge improvement in night photography. You're going to get clear, vibrant shots even in low light, which is perfect for capturing memories at a concert or a dimly lit dinner. Video recording is incredibly stable. It almost feels like you're using a professional gimbal. The zoom lets you get way closer to the action with impressive clarity. And yeah, the selfie camera got a really nice upgrade for all your social media posts.
Okay, we've covered the design, the performance, and that amazing camera. So now, let's circle all the way back to our big question. With all of these upgrades, is it actually worth buying? Honestly, the advice here is pretty straightforward. If your current phone is 2 years old or even older, the S26 is going to feel like a massive day and night upgrade. You'll feel the difference immediately. But if you're coming from last year's model, the improvements are definitely excellent, but they might not feel quite as dramatic. So in the end, the Samsung Galaxy S26 is without a doubt an incredibly powerful phone. Its whole identity really boils down to three key things. It's super focused on AI, it has incredibly powerful performance, and it has a truly superior camera. It is for sure one of the strongest phones out there this year.
So, after hearing all of that, I'm really curious, what features stood out the most to you? Was it the intelligent performance, that incredible camera, or maybe that new privacy screen? Let me know what you think. Thanks for joining me for this deep dive.